David.
Okay, this is a weird one. Trying to do a live stream. Hello, everybody. Welcome to our first town hall, virtual town hall, and today we're gonna be pretty much talking anything redefi and Babb stuff, and we're gonna be joined by our CEO and founder Rushdie and our CPO Bullet, and we're gonna be explaining pretty much key updates, and we're gonna be answering most of the questions. So yeah, welcome everybody.
Chris remotely.
And Chris is gonna be remotely as well. So yeah, everything is virtual. So welcome, guys, to the town hall. I'll leave you with Rushed.
Welcome and thank you very much for joining us today. It's an exciting time, and of course today my colleague Bulat will expand on the product, which is the most important thing. Of course, I'm very excited about this event because it's virtual and everyone from anywhere in the world can attend that. Much more convenient, of course, and also, you know, doesn't limit us to one location. I believe this is our first town hall publicly, and it's very exciting time. General update is we have been quiet recently, of course, but the team was and still working hard in the background, and then bringing layer 1 and layer 2 to life is for us very big event, and we want to share that with you, of course. And of course we will get to details, but for now, we have very good in terms of partnerships, and then the marketing plan, and new plans for our community engagements, and so on and so forth. We'll announce also key partnerships. The intention, of course, is to keep developing layer 1 and layer 2. We have received a lot of questions. People are waiting for this time, and I think this is the best time. The weather in London is changing every minute, but we will keep doing the business as usual. I think I will start asking Bulat to come in and talk to you guys live about what he was and the team developing for the past few months. We had challenges, but we overcame them, and then that's how it works in the crypto world and blockchain world. It's always fast and complicated, but we made it happen, and this is for us historical event to announce our layer 1 with its native currency backs, of course, and of course layer 2, and then and I will be receiving your questions, any follow-up questions as well, and I'm more than happy to answer all your questions. The community, of course, we have some of them online. They will ask live questions, and so Bulat is our product. He's gonna explain everything in details, hopefully. Welcome.
Hi, guys. Hello. So about the product.
Yeah, maybe we can open the slide for you.
Sure, that would be good.
It's gonna be
let's go.
The small one, yeah.
So the first one is layer 1 redefi, as Rashid already said. We launched it recently, and now you can go ahead and connect it using MetaMask, for example. The only thing here is that you can potentially see some alert from MetaMask. That's because MetaMask didn't scan our didn't scan our network yet. We are working on it, and soon this notification will be resolved. But for now, you can connect. You can try to convert to transact. Layer 1 redefi is pretty much here. Then Blockchain Explorer is also here. You can go ahead and check the Explorer and see transactions going on. There are some charts, etc. to see. That's also very good progress from our team. Another important feature that we launched, or product rather, it's Euro accounts. We are releasing this in stages in order to control our servers and capacities, etc. So the first 5 countries we already launched last week, and this week we are launching next countries that you can see on the slide. And then every week we will be launching until all European EEA countries will be there. Next slide, please. Also, as on Twitter, I posted that EuroX is in testing, and we will launch it very soon, probably this week or the latest next week, so that these users with the euro will be able to convert euro to bucks and back, and have a good option to ramp, off ramp, and on ramp crypto and fiat. Yeah. Next slide, please. So on-chain money GBP testing starts soon. It's in the last phases of development. Our development team works very hard to have it. Once we tested it ourselves, we'll start testing in prod. So you'll probably be seeing some transactions with on-chain GBP tokens, and this will be a very massive step for us towards the future.
I can't wait to get paid in
Yeah,
on-chain money.
for sure. So in terms of layer 2, layer 2 is also in production now, but it's version 1. We want to release version 2 before we kind of make an announcement about that, and the reason for that is because it has very important privacy updates that we need to implement. That's work in progress.
The privacy, sorry to interrupt, the privacy update is a regulatory requirement.
Yeah, definitely.
And this will also solve some of the cost for layer 2.
So the main differences between layer 1 and layer 2 will be that layer 1 is public, layer 2 is more private, so you will be able to hide your balances and transactions. Like me personally, I don't like people knowing my bank account balance. So layer 2 is for on-chain money, and the second thing is privacy, as you said, regulation and banks. So layer 2 is mostly for the on-chain money, layer 1 for public transactions. That's how we set this up. Also, fees and speed on layer 2 will be much faster and lower.
Yeah, in terms of cost, it will be lower.
Okay, cool. That's it from my side.
A lot of people like they're saying that they really like your redefi hat.
Oh yeah, thank you. Very nice one.
Then I'll jump into the market updates in that case.
David, please update us.
Okay. Can you guys hear me? I'm probably gonna have to be jumping in between slides and the stream. I hope everybody just heard the good news that we had from Bullet in terms of layer 1 and layer 2. There's a lot of really good, exciting stuff coming up, so stay tuned for that. Now, in terms of the marketing stuff, we have been doing quite a few things, as you guys might have noticed, either on the website, the socials, and as well as the way that we are communicating with all of you. Let me just click real quick. Okay, that should be fine. So for this, essentially for the next 2 quarters, in terms of the marketing plans that we've got, is we're definitely going to focus way more in terms of growing the community. All of that is going to include sort of like rewards. We're going to include more people into the few activities that we've got prepared for the next few months, including as well activities to do with the Babb app. We also have a preparation for the meetups and the events that we want to do here in London with our ambassadors as well as our community, and that are UK based. So stay tuned for that. We've got a lot of stuff planned for that in terms of the community and all around it. We also have some brand awareness campaigns that we're going to be doing, and all of this is just to kind of like bring new eyes and fresh eyes to the redefi project, and as well as the Babb app and the Babb brand, because the idea here is to sort of like include anybody that doesn't really know about the project and also teach them about it, not necessarily for them to be just followers, but to also become brand advocates. So all of these campaigns that are going to include on-chain money, sort of like videos, explanatory videos, and all of these will be part of the whole brand awareness campaigns that we got prepared, which is why we want to do as well so many events, so you can have the cool caps that Bullet just presented. We're also going to focus on the Babb app. The reason why we mentioned, which I know most of you would be saying, that this is quite self-explanatory, but we do really want to focus a lot on bringing new eyes and new users to the Babb app. Now with the on-chain money project that we've got coming up, we really want people to start using the app. And the activities that we've got prepared, we also include the Babb app, such as the the reds. Well, I can't say it now, but I'll be saying it later, so I'm just gonna keep it there. So that will be from the marketing plans in that side of things. We're gonna move on now to the PRs and comms. I'm gonna try to get Chris on the mic, but I think we might be having an issue in terms of audio. So let me see if I can get him on the audio here, and then if anything, I'll just do the updates. Appreciate it.
Yes, I believe if he has an issue with the mic, maybe we can do it from here.
Yeah. Yeah, it's fine. Let me just
yeah.
do a quick, and then it should be fine. Yeah.
Try now.
Yeah. Yeah. Sorry, guys. I'm sorry, Chris, for not being able to let you put in here, but I think the audio might be bugging a little bit from the community side. But it should be all good. So we've got now the PRs and comms. This goes hand in hand with the marketing plans, because this is the side where we're actually going to start putting all the educational content and anything to do with the platform, anything to do with the tech, because people really needs to understand what we're doing here before actually investing into the brand or into the project. We're also going to be working closely with the ambassadors, so that's going to be Chris and Alisa. They're going to be pretty much working alongside with the ambassadors, kind of just like helping out, putting the brand out there, getting the social media activity pumped up, and all this fancy dancy stuff that the PR and comms manager has prepared. We also are planning to do more regular updates. I know we have the tendency of just like putting so many news out and then kind of just like staying quiet for a few months. It's not a bad thing. Essentially what we do is just kind of just like put anything that we need that we have worked on the spot, and then put out there, let you guys read about it, and then stay hidden for like 3 months to kind of just like keep working on the next the next step. But then we realized obviously this kind of puts us in a position where it may seem like we don't communicate with you guys, which is why we're trying to put more regular updates. As you might have seen, we had the hangout session with the ambassadors. We had the call with the community last week. So all these more little sort of like activities that we got prepared will become more regular, just to keep you guys posted and updated on everything that's happening within the company. So that should be it on that side of things. So yeah, I'm gonna move on to the next part of this deck. 1 second. Cool. Now we've got the partnership updates. Do you wanna introduce us? Okay.
Together, yeah?
I'll do the presentation bit, and
Yeah.
then you do the
Sure.
naming. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. Perfect. So for the first partnership, we've got Tokensoft.
Yeah, Tokensoft. So Redefy Tokensoft, it's a strategic partnership for us to raise funds using Red for Redefy. Redefy Layer 2 is very important part of the project, and we will be raising funds using Tokensoft platform, and of course, providing for the community more than this is, I'll announce that after this slide, of course, but Tokensoft is very well respected fundraising platform. We aim to go live with them as soon as possible this month, and this round will provide us with access to capital to boost and accelerate the layer 1 and 2 development. We are very excited about. I know that this announcement about layer 1 and 2 you cannot see as end user clickables. You cannot see it, but everything is in the background. This is a infrastructure that unfortunately end users cannot see it. But as soon as we launch the on-chain money, of course you will be able to see it in Babb app. And Tokensoft, and then we go to the next slide. Yeah, Fjord, again, it's the same, or more or less the same as Tokensoft, but it's a little bit different. That's where we can do the private sale. We can connect to strategic investors. We call it smart money. So investors that they have much more than money, which is, they do have connections to banks, financial institutions, to exchanges. And Fjord is also very, very important platform for us, not just to raise funds, but also to get connected and get to know people that they work in big exchanges, big banks, and these investors are smart with their money as well. Kairon Labs, I'm sure anyone who knows exchanges or crypto, Kairon Labs, one of the best market makers in the world. We have successfully partnership with them, and they will support us not just for the red token, but also they will support us with backs, and then we will be having much more support in terms of controlling volatility, and then keeping very healthy volumes and trading for both Babb, backs and red. Let me go to the next. The airdrop is very important part of this announcement. So the airdrop will be, if you can go to the numbers, will be more or less for the Babb app and self-custody wallets is initial, or let's call it stage 1 of the airdrop, because we have 2 stages. Stage 1 will be 1% of the total supply of red. After that, of course, this will be, will be airdropped to users in Babb app, as well as people with self-custody wallets or decentralized wallets. This will be like a snapshot of the balances, so we can airdrop the right amount of red for each wallet. The allocation, as I said, is 1% for the initial airdrop. Of course, that's not going to be the last one. We have also a multiple airdrops in the next 12 months to make sure we have the right supporters. It goes to the right places, to the right wallets as well, and that's going to be 4% of the total supply, which is in total 5%. I'm sure you guys are asking for this. It's going to come very, very soon. We have already generated the token, and it's available in redefi layer 2, and also it's a multi-chain. It's going to be in Ethereum as ERC20 as well. What else we have, David, now? Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, leave you with that.
Thank you so much. All right, guys. That's pretty much the end of the presentation today. A lot of the kind of just like the questions that we've been asked through the form. We kind of tried to answer all of them in the same presentation, but since we know you guys are never happy with just the answers we give you, we're gonna go and jump into the Q&A session. And straight from this one, then we're gonna try to clarify all those doubts, all those sort of like questions that you guys got about the project, about backs, about red. I'm gonna leave the big man here and the other big man there to join us for the Q&A session.
Thank you very much, David. Very much appreciated, of course. What are the questions that I am more than happy to answer?
Do you want to say hi to the community that is just right in the corner?
Hello, team.
It's just right there.
Oh.
Do you see the community there?
Yeah, I can see them.
There's ambassadors.
Ambassadors, always here from day one. Great. Anything else? Have you missed anything else? We are good. Yeah, I think they will be more than happy to see clickables. They can see visuals of the on-chain money when it's ready, and the next town hall will be much more interesting, much more appealing to everyone, because people, they want to see images more than just see. We cannot present codes, unfortunately, but we can tell you that the team is working very hard to bring layer 1 and 2. Layer 1 and 2 is a very exciting infrastructure. Banks on chain, that's our goal. That's our dream, is to invite banks, financial institutions to be able to innovate. We wanted to make the financial inclusion, make it from the grassroots rather than just trying to bring a piece and part of it from 2 different suppliers. We provide an infrastructure for anyone, any bank from anywhere in the world wants to innovate and provide local financial inclusion for their citizens. Of course, layer 1 and 2 is the right platform to reduce the cost of doing business, bring much more transparency, and security, and as well as, we have very big ambitions and ambitions, and we believe that, we will not stop here about financial inclusion. There are also companies, organizations, governments that they are looking for cheaper or alternative platforms to innovate, like, for example, universal basic income, disbursement of funds for like microfinance, micropayment, and all of these things can be realized in layer 1 and 2. We are very excited about it. For you guys, you're gonna see them. You're gonna see this live in the Babb app, and then you can try it yourself. We will not stop here. GBP on chain is on testing, and we are talking to a bank in Europe. Apart from Modular, we have another bank that we are talking to. We don't want to mention the names now, but we have a bank that's going to be on board with the Euro account, and I can't wait.
Cool. Should we jump into the Q&A?
Yes, please give me a question.
The first question, introduction of RED. Why do we want to introduce RED, and what are the reasons behind it?
Yeah, RED is going to be the native currency of layer 1, redefi. Layer 2, apologies. Layer 2 is a requirement for many different reasons: regulatory requirements, privacy requirements, and reducing the cost of doing business. Unfortunately, one token cannot do two networks at the same time. We have to have a token that will support transactions, will bring transparency, and reduce the cost of doing business. And that's why we have to bring RED to life. And RED will be, it's not, Bax and RED will be within the same group companies, but they are working in two different platforms, and each token has different works and different interactions, of course.
They're asking, what's the goal of the company for 2025? How is this in line with the project now and its original vision? I'm assuming they're talking about the Babb's vision.
Yeah. Because of launching layer 1 and 2 will accelerate to realize the vision and dreams, and rather than relying on third parties, they are very expensive platforms for third parties. We brought that layer 1 and 2 to invite every bank and financial institution to innovate within this platform, rather than going ourselves to each country, because that will take time. And that's why 2025 for us is, I think it started already, which is a momentum and a new era for launching applications in a very transparent way. We believe we in 2025, I can feel it, I see it now, 2025. It's going to be amazing. We will have a lot of currencies, hopefully more than 10 major currencies. For now, we are working in 2, GBP and Euro. The other currencies, hopefully by 2025, we'll have more currencies, and then we'll have much more freedom to move the funds globally without thinking. And we leverage blockchain, of course, artificial intelligence, AI, and also using it in a very regulated environment, which is sustainable for long-term business, and we meet the requirements for money laundering and tourism financing, of course, and that's 2025.
Thank you.
Time flies.
Next question, and we'll move on to the tech side of things. Sorry, I believe I've got 2 more questions before we move on to the tech side of things. How is the team approaching banks to potentially use redefi? What's the...
Yeah, very good. We already established relationship with very good banks. In the UK, we have Clearbank, of course, supporting us from day one. We also have relationship with banks in Europe, in Switzerland. And it's not very difficult once we have the on-chain money ready. It's not difficult to invite banks and financial institutions to participate, because that's a win-win situation. They will be providing their customers with very valuable service, and it's not really hard to sell it, because that's what they need, and they need to go to market. They need to compete as well. and we already have a very, very good relationship with banks. We have also in the US, we talking to big guys like MasterCard as well. And we will announce that on time, of course. Yeah.
Perfect. And the last question for you, Rush, is which institutions are considering utilizing the Redefy network? Do we have anything that we can mention? If not, then we can mention it afterwards.
Mention the names, I would say Clearbank, and one of the big exchanges as well. And also, we have a partnership with Modular. These are they are public already. But then there are many other institutions that they haven't yet signed contract, and we cannot unfortunately mention it today. But we are very excited. I mean, they have been waiting for this product since we started the project a year ago. I remember Bulat, and we have been doing very, very good progress. Maybe you guys in the background, you don't see what's going on, but the team is working really day and night to make that happen. And then with the strict deadlines, we made it happen.
Thank you, Raj.
You're welcome. And maybe now anything technical is gonna be
question.
for the techie guy. Techie and product.
No, I'm not techie.
Thank you.
A little bit.
A little bit.
The question is, what will be the method for banks to deploy the nodes on Redefy and issued fiat currencies as on-chain money?
Okay, so that's very interesting. The first part is how they connect, establish nodes, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so it will be very similar to Ethereum or any other blockchain. So they will have their validator nodes, and they will be able to scan the network with the oracles and see transactions, so that adjusting balances. I will not go into very technical details, first of all, because I am not the right person to go into them. I'm not technical, but it's very similar to connecting to any other network. And the second part, how they issue money. So they already have money, right? And they cannot issue money. They are not. They are not a central bank, so they cannot issue money. But the money that they already have, they will be able to mirror them on blockchain, and then every transaction that is made from or to from their accounts to blockchain, and from blockchain to their accounts, they will be able to adjust the number of tokens accordingly to these transactions. That's why we call it mirroring, because every pound, for example, into the bank will be mirrored by one token, and every pound out of the bank will be mirrored by token on chain. So banks will be able to use this in conjunction. And again, banks will not be issuing more money than they have from the central bank on their account books.
Perfect.
Is it all?
That
Okay,
should be
cool.
enough in terms of
Thank
the
you.
technical side. Thank you, Bulat. Rashid, this is the question that everybody asks every
One
single
Lambo.
time. When exchange.
When exchange. Good. I think
Stop
this is.
asking
I think this is very good question. It's the right time for them to ask. Honestly.
Okay.
Why I'm saying that? Because the strategic partnership with Chiron is for this purpose. Chiron, they are very well connected to exchanges, of course, one of the biggest market makers in the world. And of course, the goal here is why we delayed listing is because we are launching our own network, our own native currencies, and we aim to list these tokens that they are in our network. However, definitely we have secured for now. We have secured MEXC, but then doesn't mean that we will go listed this month. But that's already in our let's say approved exchanges. But of course, it's not a secret. We are in touch with Coinbase, in touch with Gate, in touch with very good exchanges. And this time is not us going directly to them. It's going to be an introduction, which is very, very more. It's much more efficient. But don't forget, guys, we have also KuCoin, very long, very long-term relationship with them. They're really good. And of course, this is going to be our strategic plan for the next 12 months. By the way, we're hiring a specific people just to make sure that the market making is working very well, plus making sure we progress for listing, because listing is very important for liquidity, very important for refinancing the project, very important for credibility as well. And yeah, we will not stop listing. We were just waiting for layer 1 and 2. And post fundraising, you will see result. You will see exchanges coming to life. And believe me now, talking to exchanges is much more, I'm not going to say much more very, very easy, but we get into their, desks now, we're talking to them. But before, of course, was challenging, but now it's good that we have, at least secured some of them. Some of them we are talking to. And our goal is to list in top 10 exchanges, hopefully, in the next 12 months.
Cool.
Anything else, David?
I think that should be from that side. I've got a question in terms of the marketing. Do you want me?
Yeah, of course. Please go ahead.
Thank you. Cool. Now, it's been a very dynamic town hall, isn't it? Everyone just kind of joining putting themselves here to speak about their own department, which is really good. It's nice to see that the teams are working hard to get this project up, to the sky. I've got a few questions regarding the marketing. One of them is like if we're going to essentially become more active in terms of the communication with the community. And this is the other question that we got answered at the very beginning when we mentioned that part of the community growth plan is to bring new eyes and fresh eyes to Bax essentially and to the whole redefi ecosystem. Which is why we want to do a lot of the educational content. We want to educate people about crypto, about the space, why Bax, why is it so important, and why do we need and the question would be, why do we need all of this to be part of the marketing plan? Well, because community is pretty much the heart of of the project. Without you guys, we wouldn't be able to pretty much push the project to the heights that we have been able to push it. So the more people we have in our side, the better, because we're going to be able to expand a bit more the vision and the mission of the project. The other question is, are we going to have meetups? Yes, we're going to have meetups. We're going to have events. We're going to have live events, as well as the virtual ones. So stay tuned for those ones. Planning to do one in London. That's a bit more separate, but we'll have more details on that one soon, right? And then we're planning to do a couple more in Europe, amid the Euro accounts release. But then again, stay tuned. This is just me speaking from the slides, but we'll have more news and confirmation dates as soon as we got all of that prepared. And the KOLs, thank you so much for the reminder. We have been working with quite a few KOLs that will help us pretty much push the project in terms of, then again, bringing the new eyes, sort of like expanding. And this will come with the outreach sort of like plan that we have. The KOLs are going to be, those are not the ambassadors, so let's try not to have that confusion in there. The ambassadors are pretty much our advocates, are the top of the line, Babbians that are helping us out in anything we need. So shout out to them. And the KOLs are essentially the leaders that are going to help us put out the word in there. We're talking about people with a big following, talking about people with big influence within the space. And yeah, that's the idea. The idea is to push the project as much as we can and bring fresh eyes and fresh people to the community, so we have it a bit more, because I've seen the chat these days, and it's good to have the people being pumped about the project. So yeah, I appreciate you guys' support. And I'm going to leave you guys with Rushdie to kind of like give us the last bits.
That's it. I think that's it. Thank you very much, David. And of course, thank you, Bulat. Sorry for you, Chris, you couldn't make it, but next time you will. And thank you very much for coming, for hearing us, for getting the update from live from us. We look forward to the next town hall with much more exciting news, but also David is planning for any event in Europe because we're launching the Euro account. So stay tuned. Thank you very much again for coming here and listening to us live. We'll see you soon. Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, guys. Take care. Peace.